Alright, crafty friends, I am coming to you with a little bit different of a video. I'm not even sure, we'll see if this even makes it to my YouTube channel. But what I want to do is I have a ton of these, actually I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe like 8, somewhere in there, maybe even more, because I know I've broke up some of these kits and put them in their own, 9, their own like little pockets here. Paper person kits, you guys, I need to use these. So I am going to be trying to do a little bit of story planning, kind of like Krystal does. I really wish I could channel some of Krystal's planning slash, I don't know, thinking. I don't know. She just does so well on like planning out her things and like picking stories out of things and just figuring it out. And I just cannot. I don't know if I am not, like, I feel like in so many ways, like I do a lot of the things that she does is like with organization, but for some reason I just cannot see the story. I'm gonna have a little bit of time maybe in the next couple of days because it sounds like we're about to get dumped on snow and my kids aren't about to have school for several days. We'll see. I don't know. It hasn't even started yet. So, but yeah, so this is the paper person kit. Can I tell you which one it is? Nope. Let's see if I can figure out. Well, it's the January kit. Okay, so it would have been the one that was sent to us, I believe, in December, right? So I believe they're a month early. Yeah, I believe they're a month early. I'm doing this in no way, shape, or form, but I really wanted to try and get this one done while, you know, it's only the 1st of February because I want to use some of these cards now. And, you know, like this one, I want to pair with a few things from my L Studio kit. That like if I don't use them now, then they're just not going to get used. So that's what we're about to do. I am essentially going to be doing Project Life in 2022 in a 6x12. Then my kids will each at this point, because there's some times where I'm wavering back and forth, they're always going to have their own album. I'm going to start that this year. But it is right now in a Life Crafted album. That might change. I thought doing it in a Life Crafted album would be easier. But honestly, at this point, I'm sliding more towards the 6x8 because then I can use my cards easier and just slip a card and slip a photo in and call it good and get some journaling done. So if that happens, it's not the end of the world. I'll just need to get more albums and, we'll see. I don't know. We're going to see. So yeah, so I wanted to kind of go through, make some piles. This kit, okay, so Paper Person has recently changed their kits in 2022 to have 3x4s and 6x8 papers instead of any more of the 12x12 papers, which is totally fine with me. I don't use 12x12 papers that much, so I use them really just to like be in the back of my, you know, backdrops. So using 6x8 paper is perfectly fine with me. It helps them with shipping and all that kind of stuff. So I'm perfectly happy with that. I am probably going to stay on this subscription for a few more months. And then at the end of my 12 months, which I believe is coming up here soon, I might be switching. I don't know. I do love Paper Person stuff. But we'll see. I don't know. I have so much of it that I need to like catch up, right? So yeah, okay, so let's get started with that. Like, there are some cards in here, like, I absolutely love this one, and Paper Person gives you all of the digitals, which is one thing that I absolutely truly love, and why I've kept them is because I love the digitals. But so that means I do have this card in digital form, and so if I use it once, like, there might be several more times I might want to use this card. There's like a coffee one that I've used several times. I love these cards. So let's get started with that. All right, friends, so I'm going to speed up this footage, as you can see, and try and go through all this whole album. So kind of what I have learned from Krystal and Idunate. If you have not watched her videos, I will link her down below so you can go watch. She does this kind of stuff with her Ellie Edwards story kits for Story Kit Crush, and I just envy the way that she can story plan out her kits so well. And I'm just trying, and I feel like if I just keep on trying at it, that I will teach my brain how to do this pretty much. So I am using her planning sheets also, so that's another reason why I will link her videos down below, or her channel down below, because you definitely want to go get those from her. These just fit so well into like the little plastic cases that you get from Ellie Edwards, so that's why I just keep on using these. But that first one, I just took a lot of the 22, it looked like I took a lot of the 2022 cards, and I will use that as a story from New Year's Eve. Hopefully I took a picture of our family or something. At least I know I took a picture of me and my husband on New Year's Eve. So this other one, so I'm just kind of going on colors and what kind of matches and doesn't match and all that kind of stuff. This one is looking to be just a single 6x8 picture, it looks like, or spread, and this one will be more about me. That's one thing that I do want to focus on in 2022, doing more stories about myself, because obviously I am not in these albums very much. It's more about my kids and all that kind of stuff, and I want to put myself and possibly hopefully getting my husband in these albums actually even more, because he especially is not in these albums since he does work a ton of hours. So he only unfortunately gets in them maybe when we go on like a vacation or something along those lines. So hopefully we'll be able to get my husband in them a little bit more. All right, so these next couple of ones definitely screamed like Christmas. So that floral one and then the plaid definitely screamed more Christmas at me. But here I am trying to figure it out. I also stopped to see what pictures I had available of my son at this point, and it looks like I have some digging to do for a lot of pictures. But I have his whole first like 8 years to document. I did do his first year, but then I stopped scrapbooking after that. So I have a lot of spreads I need to catch up on. And I decided that one would work for a picture of when he is 5. So I'm obviously not going to get everything scrapbooked from those times, because that is a lot of time, but I am going to start getting some key pictures that I love scrapbooked into his albums and start building some albums for him. So hopefully I can start knocking some of that out. So this is what I have left. Not a ton is like calling my name. Here I am. Like I said, those ones just scream Christmas. That green and that red together obviously scream Christmas. So I probably will put this aside for more of like a Christmas story or something along those lines. But at least it's put aside, and hopefully when I get there, we'll crush it, that type of thing. But the rest of this, though, this kit really didn't scream too much to me. I loved the stamp set that came from this, and I think that there is so much value in just the stamps that Paper Person gives you for their kits. So this is why I kind of keep it. But all right, I'm going to shove you back into real time and finish this up. Okay, so far I have 4 stories that I have come out with this. There are several cards, like this is just something that's going to have to wait until a good time to use it, and right now I just don't. So maybe one day I will make a good cheese board, or there might be one at a party or something, and I'll be able to use that. At this point, I already have a New Year kit. I don't know, we might use this, but I have so many other New Year, stories to document. This might be able to, actually, this could probably even go for like 2020. And I don't think I'm going to be using all of this. So yeah, so anyways, or I have other things from this kit that I could use. So this will go into a kit. I'm not sure about this one, and if I find, I'm going to put this into my Project Life stuff, and it'll be there. Now, as for the rest of these are just pattern cards. It's the same pattern on the front and or on the back, and then different ones on the front. Again, I'm not a huge leopard print person, so this might just go to the wayside. And then I have one 4x6 card left over that I just don't have anything to use with. So, I mean, for the most part, yeah, I mean, these 4 cards will definitely get used eventually. But these will just go into my stash pretty much, which I think is pretty decent. Getting 4 stories out of this kit that I wasn't too sure on, I'm pretty happy with. So I'll go through, and then when I do these kits, I will bring this in to, you know, match and everything. But for right now, I did just pull one from here that I would definitely, this, I don't know exactly what I'll use for, but I wanted to pull it aside because I love the colors of this, and it will be just a 2022 story when we get there, or even a Project Life kit. Start of a kit or something like that. So I just pulled that to the side. Again, I guess it's not a complete story, but it will work when I have something. For this one, this is going to be my youngest son story. I'm gonna find a picture of when he was turning 5 or something along those lines, and use this in his story book, album, whatever you want to call it. This one is going to be in our, probably just a regular, with Project Life, most likely. It's going to be a 6x8. I'll have to take a picture of myself with that, or if I get too many of these stories, I might reach out and get another 6x8 album. I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is going to be a regular one here. I'm going to use this blue line to separate, and then it will be a photo of me. So just a 1 page with all of my resolutions and all that kind of good stuff. There's that. And then this will be a spread of us from this year for New Year's Eve, or at least a picture of somebody from New Year's Eve. I don't think we ended up getting a full family one this year, unfortunately. And putting in, and honestly, this could be, oh no, it does have years. I was looking to see if it could be used for any time, but it can't. It does have years on it, so it will be used for this year. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with those. Stay tuned. Maybe I will do a video on putting these stories together, but this is all taken care of, and I'm extremely happy that at least this part is done. And like I said, all of this will kind of just go into my stash and get put away, but at least it's out of its plastic and we have stories. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know if you would like to see more of these, and or if this is just not something that you are even interested in. That's perfectly fine. I just find it very interesting. I love watching Krystal's videos and like how people's minds think and how they come up with stories. So yeah, it might not be my biggest one, but you know, it works. So all right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.